The eye is pretty fundamental when it comes to evolution, and our two human eyes are more complicated than most. But what about animals with more than two eyes? Do animals with more eyes see more? Is there an optimal ocular distribution? Perhaps the first question we should ask is, what is an eye? Today, we'll be referring to eyes as individual organs of vision. Why does this matter? Well, some interesting critters like the dragonfly have very large segmented eyes. If you were to count all of these segments, then you could argue a dragonfly has 30,000 eyes. However, these segments only connect to the nervous system via 2 points. Therefore, dragonflies have an array of 30,000 lenses connected to 2 individual eyes. So now that we know what an eye is, we can ask, who has the most? We start things off with a creature you wouldn't want to meet in a dark rock pool, the lamprey. It is the only still existing vertebrate with 4 eyes. Why? Well, it is generally regarded that vertebrates with more than 2 eyes are more primitive than their binocular counterparts. The lamprey is part of the oldest living group of vertebrates called cyclostomes. This evolutionary line may have started around 470 million years ago. This is before animals started evolving jaws. Not many of their relatives survive today, and perhaps those eyes are part of the reason why. If you ask the average person which animal has the most eyes, a lot of them would probably say the spider, with 8. Interestingly though, spiders are much more dependent on their sense of touch to get around, rather than their sight. Due to a lack of balance and acceleration sensors, they use their eyes to keep track of where they are, similar to many arthropods. So, if a spider is blind, it literally can't tell which way is up. Box jellyfish are famous for being terribly toxic tentacled terrors, but did you know they also watch you with a whopping 24 eyes? Moreover, each eye is actually a true eye, meaning they have a retina, a cornea, and a lens in each one. They have a main set of 4 eyes which discern directional light, and the other 20 are only able to detect senses of light and dark. If you didn't already have a reason to stay well away from those jubilant jellyfish, maybe knowing they're watching you with 24 eyes will be enough to scare you off. Yes, the king of the ocular animal kingdom is a brainless mollusk with an utterly absurd 200 eyes. Scallops have tiny blue iridescent eyes all the way around the edge of their mantle, which contain remarkable guanine crystalline structures which act as mirrors. These reflect light into not 1 but 2 retinas on each eye. This is the same way that light is reflected in a telescope. All of that remarkable evolutionary biology stored inside a coaster-sized, ocean-bound mollusk, completely incapable of thought. While we get by with 2 eyes, it's hard not to get jealous of these strange and wonderful creatures. But remember, it's not about what you see, it's about what you do with what you are seeing.